Going live. Going live. Oh, hey, hello, and welcome everybody to the Sweet Lew Special. Hey, I appreciate everyone coming out. And let's get started on tonight's episode. Hey, first of all, I have to apologize to everyone, to all the viewers out there, because I've taken off a few days. As you may or may not know, we did an episode of the Northwest Cali Boys on Wednesday, this past Wednesday. And I had uploaded the video on YouTube, and unfortunately some things had occurred where there was an issue with the audio. So I kind of took it down for a little bit and made it invisible for everyone to watch because I didn't really like the audio and I couldn't really figure it out. Unfortunately, this is still in its infancy, as I've mentioned many times before on my other episodes. And I'm still working on things. It's an error. I recognize that it was an error, and we're going to fix it so that we make sure that the future episodes of the Northwest Cali Boys, and especially the Sweet Lew Special, is not going to be having the same mistakes as it was on Wednesday. So, if anyone out there happens to know how to fix the audio, please hit me up, DM me, let me know. I would love to send you the download of the video. Maybe you can help me out, maybe not. Who knows? I'm still going to work on it. However, I did upload the video anyway, so let's see if anyone would really like it. And I really want to give a big shout out to all my family and friends today that have supported me, shared the videos, got on my new Facebook page and Instagram, liked it, following me, everything. Catch me here on live. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Don't be afraid to get on the YouTube channel. Subscribe. That way you guys can get alerts about when I go live, when I upload my next video, so on and so forth. And in case you guys haven't know, so a real big thing for me and my channel tonight. Jake, big supporter on the Northwest Cali Boys. My other half on that show has really been supporting me hard. Definitely, he's working on his thing, and I'm going to be giving him a shout out on every episode. Man, his undying loyalty to this channel, to me, as the veteran community, and he's got so much drive. Hey, thank you, Jake, for everything. So let's get started on episode 6 of the Sweet Lew Special. So, I want to start off today's show by talking about Oh Glory. As you know, Oh Glory, the United States flag. Now, there has been back and forth of the NFL, people kneeling. For many years, people have been pissing, setting Old Glory on fire, this and that, free speech, blah, 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 laws that are instilled by the federal government about how to handle the United States flag. Well, we can get into that. We could talk about it. Obviously, we're going to, at least for me. But one specific thing that I ran into that I really want to talk about tonight is about placing Old Glory upside down. Now, when you hoist a flag, obviously, for everyone in the veteran community, as they know, as you guys know, hoisting the flag upside down is a sign of distress. Now, as detailed by the law, or however you guys want to look at it, even if you guys don't even want to respect the law of how the flag is handled, whatever your opinion is, it's a sign of distress, right? The intent of raising and hoisting the flag upside down is saying, hey, I'm in danger. I could probably die. The people that I'm with here are under attack, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's basically what it means. It means of something of serious danger, or it's something that's going to cause serious bodily harm or death. You know, and that's what is understood about hoisting the flag upside down. Now, I understand that people will fly or hoist the flag upside down as a means of protest, saying that the people are in distress and, you know, whatever, attack the government's not standing up for the people, blah, 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 you know. When in reality, they're not in distress, they're just wanting to use the flag in a means of getting attention or trying to piss people off or try say that they're in distress, but in reality they're not. And the means of, like, are they in, like, serious distress, which is not the case. And the reason I bring this up is because on one of the veteran groups that I'm in on Facebook, someone had made a comment or posted a post saying, hey, I just got my tax return. How should I spend it? You know, should I buy a gun? Blah, blah, blah. You know, kind of making light of the situation. And one guy had posted somewhere along the lines of coming from an IRS agent, pay your bills. And so on this guy's page, as his profile picture, it was Old Glory, the United States flag, hoisted upside down, or you know, it was upside down. A couple other guys had gotten into the comment and saying, hey, you know, what the hell is wrong with your profile pic? And I chimed in on it, trying to be funny about it, and also try to get into that ass. Gonna be like, yeah, hey, what the hell is wrong with your picture, man? Like, why do you have the picture, you know, why do you have the, you know, the flag upside down? You know, coming from an IRS agent, someone that was a federal employee, allegedly. I'm not saying that he is for sure, because I don't know for sure this guy, and I don't know him personally. And so he made a comment of, he's like, well, I'll have this profile picture up until old Mr. Bone Spurs is out of the office. And I'm like, come on, man. If you got beef with the president, just don't go out and just, like, piss on all over us veterans about hoisting the flag upside down. To me, that was a sign of disrespect, especially coming from a veteran group, you know. And I felt that I was in my lane of saying and complaining about this, which I get it. Oh, bitch, complain, whatever. But you know what? I have the right to complain, just as you guys have, or everyone else here in this country has the right to complain. They have the right to their free speech, and I get it, you know. But let me make this clear, all right? And let me be very clear on this point, okay? I respect what he has to say. I respect the point of what he's trying to make. I get it. I understand it. I respect it. And I'm not trying to say that his opinion shouldn't be voiced. What I'm saying is that I disagree, and my point of view of it is that he's pissing all over the veteran community and that he's pissing all over the flag. Now, I had posted pieces of the conversation onto the same veteran group on Facebook. I'm not going to name it. And I got a lot of backlash for it. I was like, okay, well, you know, I didn't chime in to the point where I was creating fights or arguments or whatever. Because the veteran community on these veteran groups, man, they could be harsh. They could be pretty vicious. You know, there's a lot of trolls out there. There's a lot of people on these groups, and I've come to realize this, and I've come to find out, you know, there's veterans of all different ages, all different generations, went into all different times in the Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force. Should we talk about the Coast Guard? We'll leave that as a joke. But, however, there's all different types of veterans that watch or that are in that group. And then there's some people that haven't joined and they just like have a lot of appreciation for the veteran groups, or there's a myriad of different types of people that are in that group. You know, young, old, whatever. People probably didn't serve honorably. Who knows? You know, so obviously the trolling is expected. Basically, I would expect that it was going to be 50-50 on love and hate, but it wasn't. It was a majority of hate, you know, calling me a snowflake, this, and that, which, whatever, I take it. You know, I understand. I can see. Oh, why don't you handle it yourself? I got a lot of likes on it, or whatever. But to me, I learned in my time that, you know, hoisting the flag upside down when you were not in distress was a sign of disrespecting the flag, and that you were just using it as a means of your own personal political opinion, and in a manner of, you know, hey, you know, look at me, try to piss people off, which, you know, I guess in a way it did work because it got my attention. You know, and so, like I said, a lot of the veterans on there, or a lot of the members, I should say, because not every single person on that group is a veteran or a current service member, but all the people on there, you know, they let me know their opinion, which is fine, you know, and you know, and it was expected. And let me just give you guys, like, man, I'm telling you, like, if you ever been in the active service, especially like in the Marines or the Army, for myself, it's been the Army. I don't know what it's like for the Navy or the Air Force, and I met quite a few airmen, but I don't think they talk shit as much as us soldiers did. But, like, you know, shit talking, man, it is a part of life when it comes to being in the military. Very big part. I mean, like, people just come up with stuff to just, like, put others down, and it's not to take it serious, right? The only time I took it serious is, like, when you really didn't know someone, and a lot of the combat arms guys would do this. Like, they would just talk shit, and it was hard, especially for me being an MP. Everyone loved to fucking talk shit about an MP, or especially come up to and approach an MP, which I kind of got used to. It's like almost like being famous. Hey, MP, you know, and you lose your name at that point. You could be sergeant, staff sergeant, whatever. You know, hey, MP, you know, can I get a ticket for doing this? Hey, MP, can I, you know, could I get arrested for doing this? It's like, man, I don't fucking know. Just, like, do you, bro. Just don't break the law. I mean, like, why is it so hard to have, like, the morality to not break the law? But whatever, you know, people, and, you know, I lose my name, and I've, you know, gone through that while going through NCO academies and stuff like that. Hey, MP, whatever, you know, but you get used to it, you know. It's because you stand out, and, you know, when you're on post. But, you know, they can be ruthless, man. They can. But you have to understand, you know, like, most of you civilians out there, or soon to be military or service members, you have to understand that you guys have only merely adopted the art of shit talking. Us veterans, we were born in it, molded by it. We thrive in it. We love the negative attention. We love people getting pissed off, getting their panties in a knot. That's why I can respect it. That's why, like, when they talk shit to me on that post, I didn't retaliate. You know, I can show you some pictures of that post, and it's kind of funny. Let's see if I can pull it up, because, you know, I mean, like, they saw my profile picture. You know, they like, oh, look, oh, let me see if I can find it, man. I mean, dude, it was hilarious, some of them. But I took that shit talking, and then, like, I replied back with, like, nice things to say. I really wasn't, like, getting into that ass. I really wasn't getting all pissed off, because here's the thing about getting pissed off, man. if you're going to get pissed off, man, it just fucking fuels them. It fuels the trolls more and more and more and more. Dude, you'll find yourself in a world of shit. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, no. Come on. Yeah, here it is. So let me show it to you guys. And this is what I posted. I'm going to show all of it because I don't give two shits. I think it's funny, man, to me, in my honest opinion. So, here it is. So here's the guy. This is the shit that I posted here. All right, so like, got my tax return. I have no wife, no girlfriend. Only wise thing to do is to buy more guns and tools, baby. That's the fucking American dream right there. Change my mind. So, I got into it, and I was like, eh. And so some guy was like, pay your bills. That's coming from an IRS agent. Oh, I probably shouldn't put his name on there. Whatever. In all seriousness, how the hell does this guy... Okay, anyway. We'll look at all the comments, man. Because that shit was dope. Oh, how do I view it? Oh, no. Yeah, of course I didn't turn off the comment. Oh, there we go. Right here. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so, I mean, like, you guys can view all this right here. I was going to send you an IM, but your profile is pixel blocked. And, yeah, don't really care, man. You had my attention, and it's gone. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I like this guy. Dave King, bro. He went and said audits for everyone. That was pretty funny. Meanwhile, I'm just here observing the fuckery and drinking beer. LOL. And that was good. I want to point out this one. Yeah, David, dude. He said, "Holy shit, guys, he is real," right? And he caught my picture here. It was kind of funny. And then, let me go back to the... Yeah. All right, and then he found me. And then it was like, boom, right there. Nailed it. He fucking trolling me, dude. It was just funny. I thought it was funny, dude. I really did. I really thought it was funny. But, and I'll show you the comments, too, with this guy. I was like, but did you check out my channel, fam? You know what? I think I'll check it out, bro. I was like, yeah, thanks. Which goes to my point of, man, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And, I thought it was all good fun. But again, a lot of people just talk shit on it. And it's okay. I respect it. I do. I get their point. That is really, in the big scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But I would like to think and point out that, I'm not trying to put it on CNN or Fox News or trying to buy out ads and billboards and trying to make it a big deal. I'm just taking a little piece of my time out of my life, an equal amount of time that they take, by commenting and just, sharing my point of view. And again, I'm not upset about it, man. I respect it. I got it. I understand. They want to talk shit. Some of them are salty as fuck, man. Been fucked over by ex-wives or I should say ex-spouses, former leaders. I understand. But the point that I'm trying to get at, especially when it comes to the flag, is protesting by lifting it upside down correct? No, not in my view, not in my opinion. Maybe in the law, yes. Do I think that burning the flag is appropriate? No, not by any means, unless you're being taken over, and then there's appropriate steps to cut out the 50 states, the stars, and then slice it into 13 stripes. You have to understand, like, I take a lot of pride in the flag. Now, I always viewed the flag as something above myself, as above everyone else, because we can die and pass on and just be nothing but a memory. But the flag is always going to be something physical, and we can always excavate. And 20,000 years from now, if human beings are still alive on this planet, they'll find our flag before they're going to find our remains, and they will identify the flag before they'll identify ourselves or as individuals. I don't view myself as above the flag or as above the country, and I would like to think that the flag represents something pure. It represents something good. It doesn't represent any person here. It represents a group. It represents struggle. It represents pain. It represents love. It represents freedom. It represents the right to It represents a lot of things. It doesn't represent white or black. It represents every color in between, a lack of light and complete light, everything. To me, Old Glory has seen and been around the world. We've brought her to Vietnam, to Korea, to Japan. We've raised Old Glory in Iraq, Afghanistan, and in parts of Mexico. We've raised Old Glory anywhere and everywhere that we go, that the American people have fought and died for, regardless if it was something that they believed in or not. They believed in the country, and they believed in what that flag represented. Why take the flag the flag has seen so much hate, so much love, so much being burned, being stepped on, spit on? Why disrespect that when you don't have the balls to disrespect the person that you're protesting against? Why not take the picture of the person that you know what I mean? To me, the flag is unbiased, is non-judgmental. The flag is above everyone. The flag is something that we learn to love and respect, because it deserves it. It's seen so much things that we haven't. Granted, it's just a physical object. It doesn't have memory. It's not alive. But it represents, as a representation of something, and that's the way that I feel. And I got friends that feel like, by taking the American flag and changing it to, all the different variants of like football teams, the thin blue line, that, I got friends that say that that's disrespectful. And I can understand their point of view on that. Truly, I can. I just, but like, do you guys think that like it's disrespecting the flag by changing it to, fucking green and blue, like, and then putting a Seahawks logo on there? You're taking Old Glory and you're basically shitting on it and saying, hey, it's, the football team's above Old Glory when it shouldn't be. So, and that's, something that I want to put out, and that's the way I feel about it. And I get it that there's a lot of people that are out there and really complaining about the NFL kneeling, on the flag, or they're saying this right to protest and basically shitting on the flag, taking a knee. in my honest opinion, I would never kneel during the national anthem, because in my personal point of view on this is that it's not the national anthem that they're attacking. Again, it represents more than just racism. It's not judgmental, in my opinion. And the entire thing about kneeling in the NFL, it was a game of perception. And what it was a perception of, you got the NFL players that take the knee, and, they were probably had a good heart about it, that they wanted to protest in their own specific way to get the attention to this, injustice that's happening in the United States, which I believe that is really occurring. And I think that the biggest problem is that they did not understand the perspective of a lot of the American people. That people that were in San Francisco do not have the same mentality as people in Mississippi, in certain parts, and vice versa, So it was a game of perception. Their perception, of kneeling was protesting against violence, against minorities. The perception of those that were like in the South and Texas or something that probably served 20 plus years in the military was that you were pissing all over everyone. So, that's, in my opinion, that's what it was. And Johnny Cash made a great song, and it was, what was the name of the song? It was Johnny Cash about the flag. Anyway, he goes off and Ragged O Flag, and that she's been everywhere, seen the Civil War, she's seen love, she's seen peace, she's seen war, she's seen chaos. Oh, glory of seeing so much that we can't even fathom. And we keep running her through the ringer. And we keep using her as an icon for for a lot of people's own personal gain and bias. Leave her out of it. Leave the goddamn flag out of it. You got beef with someone, put it up with them. And I get it for the veteran community out there, and all those that commented. I hope you're watching. I'd love to have you watch. Please leave comments. But this is also for you guys too. Is that's the way I feel. Leave her out of it. Leave the flag. You're just using it for your own personal needs, to get attention, when it shouldn't be the case. It should be something that we respect. We fold her up every night. We raise her up every morning. And so on and so forth. But, I'll take a little bit of blame. Maybe I was a little bit snowflakey on my post. Because on my post, I said, I'll put it out. Make this guy famous, blah, blah, blah. Try to get a little backlash. I got the backlash. And I'll accept it. Because it is what it is. That's part of life. So, moving on from that. Cardi B. Cardi B. So, about her, I don't follow her too much. I don't listen to her music. I have, just to get an idea. To me, in my opinion, she really popped out of left field. I guess she got really famous off of an MTV show. I don't know for sure. I don't know the specifics. But as a lot of you may know, recently there has been quite some backlash and a lot of meme making about Cardi B. Because of a video resurfacing about her admitting to when she was a stripper in New York City, she would drug men, take them to a hotel room, trick them into having sex with transgender people and then robbing them. So, yeah, kind of disgusting stuff that really been brought out about that. I mean, think about it. Let that sink in. I mean, like, she full-fledged admitted to it, knowing she was getting recorded, had that, said, oh, that was just part of the struggle of, being in New York City, and then there's a lot of people defending her, and, she's, I guess, publicly came out and said she's got no regrets about it. Man, let's take away all the other things that the media is trying to say, and they're not really saying it's like a race issue. And, a lot of people are like making memes, which I've been taking part of the meme fun on it online, and comparing her to Bill Cosby, who had factual and been convicted of in years past of drugging women and sexually assaulting them personally. And he's been convicted, which I can see why that they're comparing her to him. But there's people also defending her and saying, oh, that was part of the struggle. You know what, man? I don't find that as a viable defense. I don't find that as an excuse. There's people that struggle all the time in this country, and they don't do anything immoral, as in drugging men and robbing them and tricking them to have non-consensual sex with, basically, let's leave it at that, non-consensual sex, and that's what it is, So you mean to tell me that she was not making enough money as a stripper, and so she needed to do these crimes in order to survive and live? No, I don't believe that one bit. I believe that she wanted to commit those crimes because it was easy money, and it was a crime of opportunity. That's what it was. I don't defend her actions on that part at all. Do I think that the men are going to come up and try to say, yeah, she's the one that, did this to me? No, I don't think so. Is it something that's probably going to get forgotten in the media? Yeah, I think so. I think it's just going to get brushed underneath the rug. I find it vile and disgusting, to be honest with you. But I mean, like, seriously, like, do you find that is something like that is okay? There's people that struggle that work like 2-3 jobs as single mothers, but they don't go around breaking into houses. There are people that do, but not everyone. Not every single mother does that. And that's where we're like breaking off between morality and like what needs to be done. I mean, like, man, it's so hard, dude. I get it that, the world out there, when you don't have an education and you don't have skills and you're a single parent, it's hard. And you're going to have to take those jobs. You're going to have to take, you're going to have to struggle. But, but is it really morally okay to, like, make other people suffer? I mean, I don't know, man. I get it. I understand that, like, why she did it. I do. I get it that, things are not always easy. It's not. And sometimes you have to bend rules or whatever, but, like, to me, this is an example of the pendulum swinging so far towards on the favor of women where we're forgetting about the men. Now, let me make this clear and let me make this straight, and this is going to be a point that probably some of you are going to find shocking. Men do get sexually assaulted too. Now, let me make that clear again. Men get sexually assaulted too. Boom. we turn this entire Me Too movement into a movement of it's only, for women. Women need to stand up and raise their hand and make it known. But you know what? Statistically, men are more likely to not say anything or report sexual assault on them. More likely. Not even by like 20%, but not even like double. It's like quadruple chances that they're not going to. So we're going to just let this just go. And I'm pretty sure that's the way that is going to be. I'll be very surprised, if any kind of allegations or convictions come out from that. I don't think so. But to me, I just feel like it's not fair. It's not fair on men because, we all talk about equality. We talk about, equal rights and this and that. But yet, when we get to in the media, the attention on one side, like again, I find it always in the metaphor of a pendulum. We forget about the other side, man. The shortcoming on the short side of the pendulum. And I don't agree with it. Not one bit. I find it completely unfair. And and jokingly, I like to say, I like to start this new movement. I like to say hashtag him too. If you guys are watching out there, go ahead and hashtag that on the comments. Hashtag that on the page, anywhere, him too. Him too. Because you know what? Men are people too. Men get sexually assaulted and sexually abused. It's equally, probably less. I don't know the statistics if it's equally. But, they get sexually assaulted too. Men are not impervious to that. A lot of serial killers that go out and, have issues with, mostly white men, right? Have been sexually assaulted at some point when they were children. Men get molested, or boys get molested too. Where's the outcry for that? Where's the equality? That's where I feel like it's unfair. And, we can get a little bit off topic here. And I like to bring it back to, a military point of view and some things that, like, others have agreed or disagreed with. And, when it comes to the equality of men and women. And it's like women inside in the combat arms jobs. I'm all for it, man. If you're a woman and you want to be in combat arms, you want to be infantry, you want artillery, man, have at it, dude. I don't care. As a former military policeman, I've been downrange with women, my entire career. I've been serving with women, and the military police side of it, we have to have women in it. That was for many, many years, that was the closest to a combat arms job that a woman can get into, so, and I've met a lot of strong, very boisterous, not cruel, but, hardcore women that, served, and, they can outperform many men in a PT test or physically and stuff like that. And, just all about the military and about the Army, and that was for them, and then I met a lot that, it wasn't for them. And there was a lot of issues of relationships and stuff like that. And it happens. And I get the concern. Would I want my daughter to join the infantry? Man, I don't know. I don't have a daughter. And it's hard to say if I would agree with it or if I would be sympathetic or empathetic about it. But I do believe in the equality. I believe that, yeah, they should. And I believe everyone should be equally evaluated and have equal evaluations if to perform their duties. So, it's a catch-22, and it's kind of interesting to see what you guys would think about it. But, to me, in this entire Cardi B thing is that we're finding ourselves in the pendulum, favoring of women when we're not really thinking about equality. We're just thinking about equality, and a lot of people would use equality in the sense of trying to find something that would be more beneficial for them. You know what I mean? As convenience. That's probably the better word for it. Convenience. But, you know, it is what it is. That's the name of the game. That's where we're at today. And, you know, these are things that were bothering me over the weekend and the past few days. And again, you know, I apologize to all the viewers and everyone that's been watching and everyone that's been giving the love. That I haven't put anything out for the past few days. Thank you for your patience. Really, I want to thank you for your patience. Really appreciate it. And that I'm working hard on to finding the time to get videos out to you guys. And I hope we all have a good time about it. You know, I want you guys to get involved. I want all the viewers to, you know, put in your 2 cents about, you know, your point of view, topics, get into the discussion, send me the DMs, emails, whatever. Subscribe to the channel, get on my Facebook page, join me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and get the updates, you know. And again, thank you to everyone that has been supporting me so far, all my family, friends, Jake for helping me out on my pages. Dude, I feel blessed, fully blessed that I have the support and friends that I have right now and family. Tomorrow, as I'm going to be tentatively getting on 2 episodes tomorrow, 2 shows. One of them is going to be my normal daily updates about what the news is going to be, because Monday morning, you know, a lot of shit comes out. So we got to give you guys the updates, my opinions on it on the next Sweet Lew Special, episode 7. And however, I'm going to be tentatively doing an interview tomorrow night with my old interpreter that I was deployed with in Iraq, Iraqi national, now an American citizen, for all of his hard work and dedication and what he has done to help out the United States and during that conflict. Tony George Bush, and that's his real name, by the way. But I would hope that you guys would want to come down or come by, watch me live. If not, you can always catch the replay on my YouTube channel. And again, thank you, everyone. And please, if you're new, subscribe, catch the updates. I'm always working to try to improve my channel, my videos. Thank you. Love you. Hope everyone has a great night.